I'm going to say something that is potentially controversial here,
That's
but
okay.
I think that the traditional religions aren't very good technology for getting people out of the metaverse and into the embodied real space.
I don't think that's I don't think that's particularly controversial. I think it's one of my criticisms of them is the degree to which they have moved towards, reducing being embodied and being embedded in ecologies and practices, and also the degree to which their fundamental grammar of how they construct ritual and how they construct community just has been codified often in a way that we're like massively was, the Protestants are the closest because they emerged during the printing press, and so right, right, but they're not ready for social media there because they didn't emerge at that time, and so I've said this before. One of the great for all the respect I have for the legacy religions, is that they do not provide me with evidence right now that they are in any way interacting with social media and other emerging technologies in any kind of innovative fashion that says, oh my gosh, right, that's how you bring spirituality into social media. I do not see it happening at all. Like, I'm not saying that individual people aren't doing it. I think Paul
Vanderlei and Bishop Barron. Jordan
but,
Peterson.
Yes, but exactly. But what I'm talking about is I'm talking about at the institutional level. I just don't see that happening. I don't see that happening.
Yeah. So I think, we need this. I think, I don't know. I think that the question of how to negotiate the relationship between the legacy religions and the religion that is not a religion is a really difficult question.
Yeah, and you and I differ on that to some degree lately.
Maybe. I don't know that I completely. My thoughts are still not fully developed, let's say, but I have some skepticism.
Yeah, I mean you do, and Paul and Jonathan do too, and I take them seriously. I hope people at least believe that. I take seriously. I try to respond to them not just in theory but also in practice and creating practices. The legacy religions have a lot of advantages in terms of the sort of tried and true, and they've learned how to scale, and they've learned how to transfer outside of their particular. But as we just said, they're not as good at this as they used to be, and they don't seem to be figuring out how to transfer into social media.
I also have this question, I guess, right now that's coming up to me, which is the tendency towards Gnosticism that seems to be intrinsic to it seems to be intrinsic to everything that's post-axial revolution in the West, and also at least in India, right? It seems to happen in India. I can't speak as comfortably about the Chinese and Japanese traditions, but I think we can definitely say that the Hindu and Buddhist tradition is very anti-body in a lot of ways, right? That we were just at a Zen monastery, right?
Yeah.
And the end of the meditation on that is done before every meal is, we shall not be born again into this world.
Right. Yes.
The renunciation of the world is the point. And this is one reason why you asked me why I identify as a non-theistic Christian.
Yes.
Because in Christianity, I see the reclamation of embodiment, even though Christianity has very frequently failed to live up to the promise.
Yeah, I agree.
But if what we've postulated in this conversation is correct, right? Meaning in life is from being well attuned into these relationships within the self, body, mind, self to environment, self to social relational others, self to higher powers, and past and future. that's actually about drilling into here. It's not about going there,
Yes, yes,
right?
I agree.
You know,
And to your point, social media tends to exacerbate um, at least certain versions of Gnosticism. I don't want to fight all of
yeah,
Gnosticism one brush, but and I can't remember who said it, the fully automated luxury Gnosticism,
yeah, Mary Harrington.
Mary
Uh,
Harrington, and how we are increasingly trying to escape from our embodiment. Again, people not realizing how this is, you know, ancient. They think it's new and radical. It's like, no, this is an ancient idea. Yeah, I share that critique with you because I do believe strongly, with good reason, in 4 E cogs I.
mhm.
And I guess, I mean, the thing is, you can see even, even Platonism, Neoplatonism, which had that tendency when, but Plotinus actually confronts the Gnostics directly, and he writes it, well, no, we're not that. Like when he's
Yeah,
actually given the alternative, he goes, no, we're not that. Creation isn't evil. The world isn't evil. The body isn't evil. So yeah, there there is the possibility of reconnecting the whole Neoplatonic Christian heritage back deeply to embodiment. But again, I don't see the institutions undertaking that task.
no,